2020 has been but it's not all that bad, because in 2020 we also launched the Heist YouTube channel. And I've gone through every single video this year to find my top 5. But wait, there's more. I'm also going to break down all of the revenue earned for the channel for 2020. Let's go. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to what is likely going to be the last video of 2020. It's been a cool journey since I launched this channel at the end of May, so thank you so much for coming along, joining the community, and enjoying the ride with me. And I think this channel means different things to different folks. Everyone's going to have their own individual take on it. So today's video is really about breaking down the 5 videos that had the most meaning to me. Doesn't mean that they're the best, doesn't mean that they made the most money, doesn't even necessarily mean that it was your favorites, but it's ones that meant the most to me. So I figured I'd break those down. Also, in the comments down below, please let me know what your favorite video of 2020 was. I'd just be curious to get a take on what the community thought was the top heist video of 2020. Be sure to stay through to the entire end of this video. At some point, I'm gonna actually dive into my YouTube account and show you exactly how much money this sucker made this year, which I know everyone kind of finds intriguing. So with that, let's kick it off, and I will get down in no particular order to my top 5 heist videos of 2020. So let's kick this thing off. The first of my top 5 videos is the $0 to $30,000 in 1 month case study. They say you never forget your first, and in the case of launching a YouTube channel, I think it's definitely true in this case. This was also my first video, and all of the things that went into it, all of the anxiety, all of the planning, all of the unknowns, kind of putting yourself out there in the world for the first time is not necessarily easy. So for that reason, it's super special to me. I should also say too, that was the first launch of my most recent brand that I launched just about a year ago to the day. That is also my favorite brand that I've got in the mix too. So for all those reasons, it's one of my top 5 for sure. The second video in the top 5 has got to be the keyword masterclass. Now this video has raked in the most views of any video on my channel at just about 10,000 views as of the recording of this video. I think it's also a glimpse into the deeper level strategy, the deeper level analytics that the top level sellers bring to the game. And I think it opens some eyes as to the possibilities of how you can really take your Amazon business to the next level. And judging by the comments and judging by the messages and things that I've gotten, I think it's also had a pretty major impact on a lot of the people that have seen it. The third video, we're going to go to Mental Game Monday. And this is going to be the Stockdale Paradox video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm going to leave a playlist to each and every one of these videos that I think is the top 5 for me in the description down below, as well as in a pinned comment. But the Stockdale Paradox is just kind of a really cool story about a Vietnam era war veteran that went to a prisoner of war camp. And it was kind of a unique video in terms of splicing in different imagery and kind of telling a different, more of a storyline kind of approach. Took a lot more time than a lot of my videos do, so I'm pretty proud of that video. I think it's pretty cool, and the concept itself is super powerful and super important for entrepreneurs and Amazon sellers. So before we get into my 4th and 5th picks, let's dive into my computer so you guys can see how much money this dang YouTube channel made in 2020. Okay, so if you're anything like me, when I wasn't a YouTube creator and I was actually just an Amazon seller watching other YouTubers' videos, you're probably curious like the analytics and obviously the revenue that's made behind the scenes. And so launched this channel, I think the first video was literally May 31st of 2020, and it was around the middle of September when I was able to monetize things and turn on ads. So let's just kind of look at the year that was in my YouTube studio data and pull it up here. So we've had 1.1 million people actually see a video to click on. 4.6% have actually clicked on it, and we've had a little over 92,000 views. And you'll see, right, it kind of starts slow and kind of slowly kind of picks up. There's a couple spikes in there as well. In terms of engagement, almost 13,000 hours of watch time. And you guys watch for an average of 8 minutes and 23 seconds. So don't know what all that means, but kind of interesting, I guess. Audience, just about a little over 3.9 thousand subscribers. You can kind of see here when people watch in terms of time. See if there's anything else that's interesting here. Other videos that people watched. 33.8% from the US, 13.4% from Australia, 8% from Canada, 7.2% from the UK, and then Germany at 2%. Most of you guys are dudes, so 85%. To the 15% of my female audience, thank you. Good to have you guys here. And then in terms of age breakdown, you'll see that most are in that 25 to 34, and then the next batch is 35 to 44. So that's just kind of some audience stuff. So drum roll on the revenue, has made $2,368.19. CPM is $73.91, which is basically like the amount per 1,000 people that see the video. And then the RPM is 2564, which I think is like the playable actual per 1,000 impressions in terms of ads. And you can see when this thing kind of turned on, looks like Monday, September 14th. And it kind of makes like, on average $20 a day. Sometimes it goes up to 40, sometimes that's a little bit less, but that's been pretty steady since I turned that thing on. So I'm getting rich, baby. Thanks for supporting the channel in terms of revenue. And let's get back to my next two picks. So with the dollars and stats and figures out of the way, let's go on to number 4, which for me was the reason video, or the why video. That was also part of the Mental Game Monday series. This one didn't get a ton of views, frankly, and I'm not sure if it really impacted that many people. But given the personal lineage that story and that meaning has to me personally, in terms of my purpose for the Amazon journey and kind of the deeper rooted reasons that get me through adversity, it just means a lot to me. It's something that I'm sure I'll look back on and watch from time to time in the years ahead, just to kind of remind me why I'm doing this and my deeper level reasons for it. So the reason and the why comes in is number 4 of my top 5 videos. And then finally, my 5th favorite video from the Heist 2020 YouTube channel is going to be a more recent one, which is the $0 to $350,000 in 1 month with 1 SKU video. Why I think it's interesting to me is, number 1, it encapsulates that the journey is not always just flashy screenshots and results, even though when those positive things happen, it's super rewarding. But every successful journey has a story, has a narrative, has a plot of many ups and ultimately many downs. And I think that video really tells the end-to-end story that kind of leads into seeming success and what it takes, and the roundabout, non-linear way that things can sometimes happen in the Amazon and in the entrepreneurship game. So guys, those are my 5. Again, personal kind of attachment that I have to each one of them for different reasons. I would really, really love to hear what you have to say in terms of what was the video that had the most impact on you in 2020. It'll just feed my curiosity and my ego potentially, but also give me an idea of some things that I can start to integrate and plan for in 2021. Guys, it's been an amazing journey thus far. It was kind of scary, like I said. I didn't really know what to expect. But in almost every dimension, I think that this experience of launching the YouTube channel, building this community, engaging with you guys, has been a super fulfilling and super rewarding journey on multiple fronts. So thanks for being along for the ride. I really do think that we have a really special community. The amount of comments, engagement, learning, sharing, and all of us locking arms together and having each other's back on this kind of crazy journey that is selling on Amazon, I think means a lot. So thanks a lot for coming along for the ride. I'm really excited for things to come in 2021. There's already some pretty interesting stuff shaking up. My first video of 2021 is actually going to drop on January 1st. And the first day of every single month in 2021, I'm going to drop a video in this series, which is the Seller Stories series, where I basically kind of reach out and talk to people in the space that I really respect to hear their backstory as well as their Amazon story. So kind of a cool one-on-one interview style approach. And we're going to drop one of those each and every month in 2021. So guys, enjoy yourselves for the last week of the year. Don't kill your liver too bad on December 31st. Come back with fresh eyes, fresh mind, and fresh heart for 2021. And let's fucking go.